Good morning. I hope everybody's going to have a fabulous day. And boy, this week really snuck up on me. Here we are. It's Friday. And yeah, we're going into the weekend. So I got to get my house back in order for the weekend. Let me tell you, I'm kind of let things go around here. So I'm going to be doing some vacuuming, some dusting, some washing, some towels, and get those taken care of. And in between time, because I know you folks are not going to want to watch me do that. I wouldn't want to watch me do that. In fact, I don't even want to do that. But that being said, I'm going to be making some more blueberry jam because my husband wants to give one to a friend at work. So, hey, Chuck, I'm going to get a jar of that jam. Well, looky me. I'm just cooking up a storm on this rainy day. Making myself some more blueberry jam. Got my chicken soup going on here. And I've got my dehydrator running again with some fruit in it. So, I have just been a busy little bee, don't you think? Do you folks remember when I said that I was going to go to the store and I was going to buy something that I have never bought before? Yeah, and even my husband said it was hard to believe that there was anything out there that I hadn't bought before. But what I was looking for that I could not find was what's called classic wool, but it had to be roving wool. And this is what it looks like. Looks a lot like regular wool, but I did notice that it's a little bit of a thicker yarn actually than the other wool that's just regular wool. This wool cannot be dry cleaned. It cannot be machine washed. It cannot be dried. It can only be hand washed and then laid flat according to the directions if you're using this to knit with, which I don't know why anybody would. But what I did is there was a lady that I am friends with on Facebook that she makes dryer balls, and she posted a picture of them on Facebook, and I thought, I wonder what that's, what the purpose of that is. And so I did a little bit of investigating myself, and sure enough, they are a way to not use dryer sheets, because dryer sheets, for one, they're really bad for your dryer. When we purchased ours 10 years ago, it said, do not use dryer sheets. It can ruin the dryer. So we don't use them. We never have. And I really found it to be an expense that I just really never wanted to put any money into. But dryer balls remove the static electricity also. And if you want a really nice scent, you can just put a little bit of essential oils on the ball, and then that scent will go through the clothes. And what's nice about these is that, they're not going to you don't throw them away. You just keep using them and using them and using them and using them. But the reason why you needed the roving wool is because it needs to be able to be felted to make the ball. And like with any yarn, you just start out, with grabbing your yarn, wrapping it around a couple fingers like that, and then, pulling it off and wrapping it the other way, and there you go. You just start your ball, right? And that's what I did. And I was really unsure whether or not this was going to work, but it did. And it said, once you got your ball done, what you did is that extra piece is you push that through with a crochet hook. And the particular website that I went on said that even the paint can openers, those metal paint can openers. Lots of times you get free. I know Home Depot gives them away free. You can push it through to the other side of the ball, right through the middle, right through the other side, and that way then you can just clip that off. But it's totally, you know, inside there, so it's not going to start unraveling on you. That was the purpose of that. Then the next thing you do is, once you have that part done, is you take a knee-high or pantyhose, and the particular website, which I will link at the bottom. I will leave a link to the website that I got every one of these instructions from. I just thought it was intriguing. And you just literally, you just put it into the pantyhose. You tie a knot nice and tight. And she showed the pantyhose, and she had a knot, and then she had another ball, and then she had a knot, and she had another ball. She had like 5 balls, you know. And that's what you do and you wash it in the washing machine on on hot water. And she even suggested, she said, throw in a load of towels, you know, and then throw it in the dryer on the hottest setting that your dryer has, and dry. So once that's done, you just take it out of that pantyhose, and I had to actually cut the knot off of mine, and it's felted. It's totally felted. It's a solid ball. It's you know, it's not really soft anymore either. And you just put this in with your clothes. And I found that to be remarkable. So one of these skeins that I got mine at Amazon, makes this one size ball. That was the whole thing. Different sites say different things. Some say to use the size of a tennis ball. But this lady said, you know, use a softball size, because all the ones with the smaller balls, they were saying, oh, you need like 5 or 6 in a dryer. And I'm thinking, well, might as well just go with 3 of this size then, right? So anyways, I'm going to give this a try. I'm going to make the other 2, and I'm just going to see how it works for about a week, and I'll let you guys know. But I thought it was really a good idea to be able to take out the static out of the clothes. Anyways, I will talk to you in a little while. I just wanted to show you that I got my jam done, and that as you can see, it is nice and firm, just like normal jam, without any pectin, without any sugar. So, just wanted to show you that, and I will put the link to how to make this at the end of this video. I decided to call this particular devotion Coming Alongside. And you know, many times in my husband's messages that he will give, he'll have like so many different points that he wants to make. So I thought that I would give 6 points to remember when we're around those who may not yet be Christians. And I thought maybe it might be helpful for someone out there. The first one is, have the mindset that everyone is searching for God, because everyone is. We were created that way. In Ecclesiastes 3, verses 10 and 11, it says, I have seen the God-given task with which the sons of men are to be occupied, and He has made everything beautiful in its time. Also, He has put eternity in their hearts, except that no one can find out the work that God does from beginning to end. And then in Acts 17:27, it says, so that they should seek the Lord in the hope that they might grope for Him and find Him, though He is not far from each one of us. And the second thing is to come alongside. Just walk alongside people and be a part of their lives. Listen. Talk with them. Laugh with them. Cry with them. People want to know that you care about them. And the third thing is to point. You don't tell someone what the truth is. You point them to the truth. by pointing them to Jesus. Because truth, it's not religious. And 4 is find out what people already know. Before you set out to tell them anything, don't presume you know everything about them. That's why it's so important to get to know them and to listen. 5, you don't have to tell them everything you know, just the next thing. None of us can take it all in at once. And 6, you don't have to correct everything someone says that might be wrong. You're just going to turn them off. You are not the protector nor the defender of truth. Truth is revealed just a little at a time. Anyways, we're not that smart because we don't know what's in someone's head. Just leave them something to think about. That's a good thing. And now here is the most important of all. And this is what's going to make all 6 of these make sense. We don't save anybody. We can't convince anybody. We can't win anybody to Christ. All that is God's business. The Holy Spirit is doing this all on His own terms and in His own timetable. We're not salesmen. We're not marketing reps. We're not all counselors, nor are we prosecutors. We are just friends to come alongside. And with that, I want to remind you, life happens. Let's enjoy it. And come alongside, because that is how the Holy Spirit is going to work in their life when they see Jesus in you and you demonstrate that friendship to them. Good night, and I'll talk to you on Monday morning.